I suggest you kiss my ass quick. Only way you going home is shot, motherfucker. What the hell you think you're doing with that little shit? Stop it! Stop it! Don't shoot that little motherfucker no more! Fuck this.
Hello, this is your boy Podrey, and I'm watching this episode of The Butcher, and I just got finished hearing one of the contestants talk about how he became a butcher. He said that he had met his wife, they hooked up, got together, whatever, and then he went and he started working for her father. And he said once he started working with her, he got hooked. He got hooked as in the butchery field, in the butcher field. And now he and his wife have taken over the business. And that leads me to a memory that I had from trade school. When I was in trade school, I met a young lady that was wild as fuck. She was wild as fuck. Mad aggressive. And I remember she and her cousin was there together. And her cousin wild as fuck as well. I remember the old girl, she looked at me and pretty much batted her eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell that she was liking what she saw. I could tell that I'd be able to approach her. Now, what's cool about that is I've seen other dudes go after her cousin. Because here it is, you got like a Laurel and Hardy. Except for, you know what I'm saying, her cousin wasn't skinny and shit. Her cousin was like a track runner's build. And she was more on the lines of a softball, you know what I'm saying, softball players build. And her cousin was getting macked on the most though. To which I was cool with that because I'm like, shit, I ain't got to worry about competition. Even though she still had niggas talking to her. You know what I mean? So, I remember she and I was talking, and we had talked for a good 2-3 months, and it gotten to a point where she wanted me to meet her father. A holiday came up, and her father came to visit, and he sat back and was like, now if you take care of my daughter, you and her gonna be alright when you get out of here. And he kept saying it. He kept saying it. And I was like, what you mean? What your dad mean? What y'all mean? And she was like, from where they stay, in the town that they in, they own this this strip mall basically. It's like a corner strip mall. And he always talk about opening up a restaurant for her. And he would sit back and be like, yeah, I keep telling my baby girl I got this little spot for her. All she gotta do is do right. You know what I'm saying? He had a nice little tight ass Texas accent and shit. And I was sitting there, I was like, so I had to break it down to her. I'm like, so you got to break it down to me. So what your dad is saying is, if we graduate, or if we stay together and make a life together and shit, whenever we graduate, he'll help us open up a restaurant. And she was like, yeah. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Man, I was hyped on that, but I couldn't get I couldn't get past how raw and wild this young girl was. Alright, she had to be about 17, 18. She had to be about 17, 18, 19, something like that. 18, 19. And she was just wild, man. She wanted to fight. She wanted to fuck up, it's one of those things where my old, the homegirls that I had there already, she didn't want me fucking with them. And I'm against a whole thing of, man, when people are in relationships, that whole thing of saying what you can and what you can't do shit. I'm against that totally. You know what I mean? I understand when it comes across those times when you're giving each other advice. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I wouldn't do that if I was you. You know what I mean? I would approach this way or that way. You know what I mean? But it's up to you and I got your back type shit. But if you really strongly are against something, you still be like, man, I'm trying to tell you, but you got to learn, you know what I'm saying? And maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe you're gonna teach me something. I don't know. Fuck it. You know what I mean? But to sit back and be like, I forbid you to do this, or you better not this, or I'm just like, fuck you, fuck that. And she was hitting me up on that shit. You know what I mean? Telling me I better not talk to this chick, that chick, and better not look that way, this way. And I wasn't fucking with that. Other than that, you know what I'm saying, she was pretty cool. Except for, she still wanted to fight motherfuckers over petty shit. Still wanted to argue over petty shit. You know what I mean? And her and her cousin were like best friends, man. But every now and then they got into it. And whenever they got into it, things got a little worse and shit. So I was just like, man, too bad. I mean, this female hadn't gotten to her maturity level the way I needed her to be. Because, that would have been a cool ass. That would have been, man, that would have been straight as fuck. I sit back and I look at all these barbecue videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? These brothers be out there doing the damn thing. And then I look at all these other mom and pop videos, you know what I'm saying? Restaurant videos. And I'm like, man, coulda, woulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I'm saying? I coulda had my shit at the age of 20. You know what I mean? Could have had my shit at the age of 20. Because I was all in it. I was all in it. I was for it. I was for it. I was thinking of all the different shit that, you know what I'm saying, that we can have, you know what I'm saying? It's like I got this sandwich that I like. It's a breakfast or lunch sandwich. But it's a bologna egg cheese. I mean, simple shit. Very simple. You know what I mean? I like Miracle Whip. I'm not a real mayonnaise person. I like Miracle Whip. Or sandwich spreads, the shit that look like Thousand Island. But you put your Miracle Whip on both sides of the bread. On the insides of the bread. You know what I mean? You take your bologna or your lunch meat, whatever your sandwich meat is. You know what I mean? You warm it up a little bit. Throw it on your bread. On the bottom piece. And then, you fry your egg. Make sure that the yolk is pretty. You gotta cook it well enough to where when you go to take a bite, you're not gonna get all messy with the yolk. So the preference is on the timing is up to the person. But you know what I'm saying, you slap that on the on that bologna, throw a slice of cheese on there, and throw your other piece of bread, you know what I'm saying, on there, and that's it. That motherfucker's simple. Oh yeah. No, but you still gotta sprinkle a little bit of Lowry's on the egg, and every now and then, I might throw a little garlic on there, a little onion, but mainly just a little Lowry's. You know what I'm saying? Between the Lowry's and the American sliced cheese, that Kraft. You know what I mean? It was a nice combo. And cut it in fours and have at it. But little shit, you know what I'm saying? Little shit that I liked eating when I was growing up, and you know what I'm saying? New shit that I was picking up at trade school, and yeah, I mean, it was just like, yo, man, I would have had a good time with that restaurant. I really would have. But me and old girl, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't do it. And it's like I remember one time she was like, Daddy ain't gonna like that. When we was talking about, our differences and, what I'm saying, that relationship wasn't gonna work and shit. She's like, Daddy ain't gonna like that. Daddy had really thought that you'd be the guy. And she had told me that she had met other dudes, you know what I'm saying, and liked them and things like that, and her dad had liked them, and he had offered the same thing to her. And then I was just like, well, maybe he's trying to push her wild ass off on another nigga. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, yeah, take care of my daughter. And he mean that literally. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, yo, I think I've seen or heard other men take complete advantage of a situation like that and just be miserable. They just work all day. You know what I mean? They be like, this is the best part out of the relationship was the fact that they got a restaurant out of it. And I wasn't gonna be that dude. You know what I mean? Um, I remember when Spanglish came out, that Adam Sandler movie. I was like, yo, I know what. I was like, man, that was almost me, man. I was like, that was almost me. That was almost me. So every time I watch that movie, it reminds me of my own life on two parts. You know what I'm saying? That relationship there, and most and majority of the relationships that I'm in, where, you know what I mean, I'm doing good. I'm a good ass man. I'm doing good, by the kids or stepkids. But it's that woman. That woman, me and her, for whatever it is, just are not happy. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not doing wrong by her. She's just not fucking happy with me. You know what I mean? It's like you want a dude to go to work, come home, and even though during the tired times, he's still giving you attention without you having to beg for it. That's not good enough. You know what I mean? In an argument, the arguments is petty. I'm like, you can't. It's like you're never mad at me for not giving you enough attention, not giving your child enough attention. It's like you're not mad at me for that because I'm not doing that. You're not mad that you don't argue with me because we don't get out the house, because we get out the house. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at that. We go to movies, you know what I'm saying, damn near every week, at least once a week. We go to the parks. You know what I'm saying? We go hang out outside in the front yard and shit. You know what I mean? We go take long rides. You know what I'm saying? Fucking can't get mad about you being stuck in the house and shit. It was man. And so whenever I seen Spanglish, you know what I mean? That's my shit, man. And that other Adam Sandler movie, he got this other one. He plays a real weird character. Punch Drunk Love. Wow. Punch Drunk Love is a true it is a movie that speaks to romantics like it ain't shit. You know what I mean? It's like I have had a crush on a few females that was so bad that even though we were together, it seemed like it was unbelievable that we were together. And I didn't want to mess up anything. And I was walking on eggshells so much to where, they were like, you're not even acting manly enough type shit. 'Cause I'm like, man, you don't understand, like, I don't want to do anything to jeopardize our relationship. And they're like, as far as trying too hard to be a good person, they're like, you don't have to try so hard. I already like you type shit. So Ah, I don't know, man. So, watching, hearing that dude's story about, he and his wife taking over, his father-in-law's business, it just opened me up to memories, what I'm saying, dealing with some relationships and, what I'm saying, having your own business or, what I mean, the point of um, um, wanting an offer, what I'm saying, that something that was offered to you through the 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 relationship or the marriage, you know what I'm saying? A proposal, that's kind of like a shotgun marriage, you know what I mean? Except for there's no pregnant woman, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, I'm gonna get off of here. I hope that if you're watching this, you know what I mean? I hope that you've had some relationships that even though, you know what I mean, you had to go through them to you know what I'm saying, to get to where you are in life. I hope that you can look back at them and just be like, yo, it was worth it to a point. You know what I'm saying? But if you could do it all over again, you go a different direction type shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But leave me a comment. Let me know if you've ever been in some relationships like that before. You know what I mean? Fucking some 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 relationships that could have been a life changer. You know what I mean? A proposal from somebody's daddy to take care of their child, be in their child's life, and you get this in return, you know what I'm saying? Come with benefits. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm out of here. Fucking have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning. Peace.